was okay. It was fine. Like, you did your job, okay? Minnesota Vikings. That was kind of pretty much a must win for you. And you won. Barely. At home. Barely won, but they got the victory, okay? Vikings got the victory. They moved to 2-1. They beat the Detroit Lions today, 28-24. At the very end, mind you, at the very end. And not a pretty victory. Not pretty. It was like teeth. It was like pulling teeth. That whole entire game. It was just weirdness. It was like back and forth weirdness. And then there wasn't any momentum. It's like the Vikings couldn't even get anything going. And they panned to the crowd at a point in time. And everybody's just like, this. And it just seemed like it took so much for the Vikings to get something going. But again, at the end of the day, they got the victory. And the Lions, don't sleep on them again because they put up a fight, right? And they had the lead the whole entire game pretty much until the very, very end. But that's all that matters. What's at the scoreboard, what's on the scoreboard at the end is the Vikings got the win. I just think, too, again, they got the victory. Let's not forget that, okay? But it showed so many, holes within this team. With the Vikings, it's just like everything is just kind of like duct taped. Let's put a little piece of duct tape over here. Let's put a little piece over here. And, we just keep putting the duct tape on. It's going to hold everything together. But eventually, that duct tape's not going to work, right? You need some Gorilla Glue action in there. Or, you need a whole completely new cart, right? Because it did seem for the whole entire of the game, pretty much for the Minnesota Vikings, that the wheels had come off the cart. And they put them back on, so they ended up getting the victory with the squeaky wheel. But it just doesn't feel like a win. I don't know. It just doesn't. It's just something in the air. And again, the Vikings, they're 2-0 versus NFC North opponents, so that's good. And now they moved to 2-1. But Chicago, they're also 2-1, and the Father Time. Tom and the Evil to the East, they're playing right now. So if the Evil to the East end up winning, then, everybody's going to be 2-1 except the Lions. But as far as the Vikings go, it's just the defense, the offense. There's so many holes. And it's, again, I think that they're doing their best. Kevin O'Connell is doing his best to, keep everything together. And hopefully, as the season goes on, it'll be more repairing the cart as opposed to just putting duct tape on. But I just think it's too much of an issue. You need a whole new cart at this point, right? You can't keep adding duct tape to it. The Vikings defense, it's old, aka the nursing home. And, Harrison Smith was out today, so it was Eric Kendricks. Harrison Smith and Eric Kendricks, I call them the Babysitters Club because they're always in there cleaning up the messes. And, Patrick Peterson, he's a good player, but technically, he's just a little slower. He's, quote unquote, longer in the tooth as far as a player goes. And Detroit was really picking on him today, and they were also picking on Cam Dantzler. Again, the Vikings offense, Captain, let's clutch my teeth, Kirk, he actually, had his big boy pants on, or he got his diaper changed and made the throw to KJ Osborne wide open at the end of the game. So it was very nice that the Vikings actually were able to get the victory at the end, kind of do a little bit of a comeback. And I think this will be good. Obviously, the win is good, right? But this will be some momentum for the Vikings to bring with them when they go to England because they're going to need it. And it's just, I think that's what took them a little bit of time, well, the majority of the game today, to get the win because the Vikings were kind of still stuck in Monday night mode. And the fact that the Vikings didn't score any points in the second half on Monday, it just took them so long. So I think it was just okay, let's go. We're waiting. And eventually it paid off because, like I said, the Vikings got the win. I didn't forget that. But it just, watching it all happen and the struggles and, again, the teeth clutching and the anger, too. There was a lot of anger and frustration from Adam Thielen. There was a little bit of anger from Kevin O'Connell. Let's coddle Kirk, which is hilarious, by the way. And then Kirky was getting a little mad in there, too. And maybe that's what they needed, was somebody to get a little pissed off, get a little angry. And that's what they needed to light the fire under their ass to get the win. Okay. The one thing, though, that I like that Adam Thielen is getting in the mix more, at KJ Osborne, too. That's great. You know, we want to utilize our wide receivers, but the bee sting, the whining, the continual whining after every single throw from Adam Thielen. I get that you're frustrated, dude. I get it, right? Especially when, you know, everybody's getting handsy and it's not being called, but it's just not a good look. And he didn't get a lot of sympathy from me today because it's kind of like the boy who cried flag, right? He does that all the time. It's just let your playing speak for you. And again, when you're not getting the ball, I get it. That's frustrating because you're still a viable wide receiver here. But I don't like that attitude. But maybe Adam Thielen getting pissed off was what they needed. But we'll see, because we'll hear about it afterward. And I haven't heard anything yet, but I'm about to. But it's just a win, a weird win. And I think, too, a lot of, like, the purple positivity, the Kool-Aid drinkers, like, we're going to the big game. We're still going. Our Heavenly Father. Stop it. I think Kevin O'Connell, too, as time goes on, he's like, ooh, man. Maybe is not, like, he's thinking to himself, like, maybe I'm not the master marionettist that I thought I was with Kirk Cousins, but we'll see. He got the win today, so all the Kirk haters can go into hiding. No, I'm still here. I still want Kirk Cousins off this team. This team's never getting to a Super Bowl with Kirk Cousins under center. Hey, you got a win today. Good job. Barely. You threw a touchdown pass at the end. Good job. You did your job. I'm not going to praise somebody for doing like the bare minimum, what you get paid millions of dollars to do. And yeah, don't sleep on the Lions, but they are still the Lions, right? They're on the up and up, sure. And you put up a hard fight. They put up a hard fight too, you know, on both sides. But okay, what's going to happen when you go to Miami in a couple of weeks? So we'll see. It's week 3 now, week 3. And, you know, I'll just end with some purple positivity here. The Vikings, they did get the win. So win's a win on paper. And 2, the 2 doinked field goals on both sides didn't come back to completely haunt the Vikings, so that's good. And seriously, that game, wasn't it just weird though? It's still just kind of like, did the Vikings win? They did, and there wasn't kneecaps that were busted and broken, but here we are. So hopefully, again, like I said, it's some good momentum for the Vikings going in to week number 4, because it's going to be a big week when they travel across the pond and play the Who Dat, the Who Cares, the New Orleans Saints. So we're all looking forward to that. But week 3, they got the victory. Barely. Weird win, but a win nonetheless. And let's see how the ship keeps setting sail here as the world turns. So weirdness, but they got the win. Do you like that? Not really, but we'll take it. I'll take it. I'm ending on a high note here. I'm ending on a positive note. We'll take the win. So the Vikings are over 500 right now, so let's enjoy it. And, you know, if I can quote the great Mike Tice here, enjoy the season. All right, we're enjoying it. Let's do it. And once again, thank you to everybody that joined the live stream. It's always fun. And, man, were we on like a roller coaster ride? But that's what makes it fun. Any given Sunday, too. So appreciate y'all hanging out with me during the live streams and the chat. So hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. And that is it for me today for the Vikings and Lions. Week number 3, they got the win, 28-24. And 2, I will also be joining the Detroit Lions on the Prowl channel, 7 p.m. Central Time tonight to do a little post-game action. And I will put the link in the description down below as well. So I'm excited to hop on there, talk a little post-game Vikings, Lions. And it'll be nicer now that the Vikings got the victory. So that's good for me. But anyway, hopefully we'll see some of you there. But until next time, everybody, I'll check you later. Peace out. P.S. Mar, did you watch the game today? What did you think? Did Kitty watch too? Anyway, I miss you both. Hopefully see you soon. All right, everybody, take care, and I'll catch you later. Peace.